That's what they say.
How's it going, everybody? It's Lucas Shaley with KCP here in Kansas City Property Guys, and today we're actually out in Overland Park, Kansas, doing a little bit more pier work. And lucky for us, we got Brian Dufour, the Director of Operations, on site today, who's going to explain exactly what we're doing. So let's jump right into this. How's it going, Brian?
Good.
Good. Where are we at today?
Today we're in Overland Park doing a unique repair on a home. The previous homeowners decided not to fix the structure correctly, so what they did is they came in, lifted the main house off of the foundation and added concrete around it to try to level out upstairs. So when the new homeowners bought it, they thought everything was correct. The house started settling over the last couple years, and we came in and figured out what was going on. So what we're doing today is actually a pretty big project. What we're doing is we're installing 25 Dynapier around the structure, and we're not going to lift because we don't want to overlift the home because of what the previous homeowner did. So what we're doing is we're coming in and driving the piers to refusal and stabilizing the house where it is. So that way the work that the homeowner did upstairs isn't compromised by us trying to lift the structure any further. We also don't want to cause any more damage because as they did that, the foundation continued to move and cause more structural damage. So we don't want to lift it and cause any stress and make them have to spend any more money than what they have.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. That's what they say. Hard work. Hard work. I earn my pay. Hard work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work. I get up about 2:45. Hard work.
How's it going today, everybody? We are back out in OP for the second time today. Going to be taking a look at this foundation job we're jumping into. So let's go check in with Brian and see what's happening. How's it going, Brian?
So far, so good.
Awesome. Where are we at today?
We are still in Overland Park on the job that we were doing last week. There's a couple phases to it. We got the piering done and we got the house stabilized. What we're working on now is the interior waterproofing and drain system. What we're going to show today is the wall sheeting or wall shield, depending on what company you're talking with. And what it does is it covers the entire wall from the footing all the way up to the joists. And what that does is it covers all these cracks that you see and all the water intrusion, and it comes out to look like this. It goes on very slick, very smooth. There's two pieces to it. What it is the front is very rigid and the back is very slick and mold resistant, so we don't have to worry about creating mold or mildew when we put it on the wall. What that does is for the homeowner, it gives them the comfortability and the satisfaction of knowing that they'll never get water again. And if they decide that they want to finish their basement, they can also feel comfortable that the money they're going to invest is going to be a good investment. They don't have to worry about anything. How the wall shield works is the cracks in the water behind it, whether you get new cracks or the cracks that are there decide to leak in a couple years, what it does is it will hit the back of the wall sheeting, run behind it, run down, and what it does is it'll run into the gravel and the 4-inch drain system that we're going to install once we get everything up. That will also run into a pump, and then the pump will disperse out of the house approximately 20-30 feet to positive grade away from the home, so we reduce all water that is allowed to the house.
How's it going today, guys? It is the third day out here in Overland Park looking at this foundation job that we got going on. I believe it should be finished, if not almost complete, when we're going to take a look at it today. We're just going to wait for Brian to get here, and then we're going to go jump right into it. Let's check it out. How's it going today, Brian?
So far, so good.
Where are we at today?
We are in Overland Park, finally finished up with that major project we've been working on for a couple weeks. What we wanted to do is do a full walkthrough. Unfortunately, over the weekend, the homeowners brought a lot of their stuff down, so we have a little bit that we can show you on how it looks when we got done. What we're going to do is go through, show how the beams look, show how they installed to the joists, how the wall shield looks, and how the concrete looks when it's finished. We're going to start right here just because the simple fact that if you have the window, it states We cut it out, we get a nice smooth cut out, and we have the beam right next to the window because the window is actually a weak point on the wall, so we want to put it as close as we can. That way, if it cracks in the future or if any movement comes, the beam controls it. Then we come down, and what we have is we have pure white walls all the way around. We have beams every 4 to 5 feet down the wall, depending on how bad the wall is. Comes all the way around. We have the white wall coming down again. We also have the beam right next to this window, just to make sure we catch the cracks that are coming off. It's a main focal point, so we prevent it from moving anymore. We have the white walls that go all the way around. We have 194 feet of interior drain and wall sheeting around this entire wall. And then what we also did is, before we did the concrete that's all the way around, we power washed this entire basement. We completely cleaned it 2 or 3 times to make sure we had everything up. And what we did is, the reason why we use the power washer is, 1, it cleans incredibly, and 2, we wanted to test this full drain system out. So we brought in as much water as we possibly could to make sure that it was flowing to both pumps and it was dispersing away from the house efficiently and how it was supposed to.